Gen X,
Let's go.
they're teetered down just a little bit.
Oh, come on, y'all.
I'm just giving you what it says here. And baby boomers, it's really gone down.
Gotcha.
And I believe that is, me and my wife was having this conversation about that because I kept trying to figure out, you know, what is this all about? How can I answer this question?
Mm-hmm.
And she said to me, she said, maybe it's because years ago, the churches weren't so big. They were small churches, family oriented,
Mm-hmm.
men and women, children went to church together. So you were closely knitted. And the churches were not, they weren't having praise breaks, but they were worshiping.
Okay.
They were worshiping and they were getting a word. And nowadays, we've got away from some of the worship and the word in so many churches. You see a lot of kids, that statistic may be that the kids are going to where you're getting a praise break at.
Mm-hmm.
They're enjoyed, they're being entertained instead of being taught the word.
Okay.
So I'm curious about why this is. But what also gets me that the women are lower than the men were. They're falling away from the church more according to this.
Yeah.
They're falling away from the church more than men are.
Okay.
I was very surprised by that because most of the time, most of the churches, we look at most churches and probably 70% of the church are women,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 30% are men. Women are less likely to walk away from something when they're truly engaged in it.
Okay.
Men were more likely, it's just my opinion, to walk away from something than women are.
Okay.
In our generation. So women are sticking, they're sticking with it in these early ages, in these Gen Zs and the millennial women. But as you get toward the Gen X and the baby boomer, they're moving away from it. I'm not sure why, but how do we get them engaged? Is to stop some of the foolishness that we're seeing. We have social media, we have live church, and there's so much instead of the word. And as our pastors say a lot of times that some of the churches, maybe this is the pastor really don't have a word to give to the person. So they got to throw out other stuff. They got to give them something else to entertain them with instead of giving them a word.
Mm.
So I think that's what we have to do. We have to start giving them a true word. And they always tell us to read this for yourself, learn it for yourself.
Yeah.
We know he's going to give it to us. He's done his research.
Sure.
He's proven. He's been tried and true. So we know that. But you still have to read it for yourself.
Exactly.
So I think that's what we have to do. In order to get the men engaged, we got to stop some of the foolishness. We got to keep on doing some of the things we talked about. We got to start fellowshipping one another and bringing them back into our fold.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Appreciate that perspective, man.
Amen.
Billy, what you got, bro?
Yeah, like the deacon said there, man, there's just so many reasons for men to isolate in today's society, instead of engaging in biblical brotherhood.
Okay.
Man. I'll tell you guys, man, when I first came to this side, man, I tell you, that's what did it for me, the biblical brotherhood.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
That brotherhood, because I could go to church,
Yeah.
but a lot of things like the brother Justin mentioned, I'm there, I'm trying to engage, trying to study this word on my own in my own prayer time and, my spare time, reading the Bible, meditating and praying and things like that. But the thing that did it for me was engaging with the men.
Okay.
I've told you this story many a times, sitting there on a Wednesday night Bible study in my church years ago. And one of the assistant pastor, matter of fact, he came up to me, he said, "Hey, brother, just, shook my hand and, got to talking with me and giving me some encouraging words and, and my family, my wife and our 4 little boys. And he said, I've been watching you, man. You're a great guy. He said, God got some things. God want to use you. And he said, we have a men's fellowship here at this church, right? I said, no, sir, I didn't know that. And he introduced me to it and told me, he said, well, this coming Saturday is our monthly men's fellowship. I would like for you to come. We start at 9 o'clock. I gave it a thought, make sure I ain't have nothing going on. I said, I'll be there. And I tell you, man, it changed things for me.